So Caitlyn Clark's injury is something that is going to...
Footage has emerged proving WNBA referees definitely have an agenda against Caitlyn Clark and the Indiana Fever.
Fresh footage just dropped showing
The WNBA is spiraling, and fans are finally fed up. Between shocking officiating scandals and Caitlyn Clark's injury, the league is losing more than just games. It's losing millions. The very star who sparked a national wave of excitement is being targeted, battered, and now sidelined. Meanwhile, referees continue to make highly questionable calls, often against Clark, leaving fans to wonder, is this bias or something deeper? The WNBA wanted the spotlight, and now it's burning hot. But without protecting their brightest star, this league might just be sabotaging its own future. Let's break it down. The WNBA's officiating crisis, a league undermined. The WNBA's credibility is under intense scrutiny, with a string of officiating controversies drawing backlash from fans, analysts, and players alike. At the heart of the latest uproar is Indiana Fever rookie sensation Caitlyn Clark. In a recent nail-biter against the New York Liberty, Clark drove to the basket in the closing seconds, only to be met with clear contact from defender Natasha Cloud. No foul was called, leading to a turnover and a narrow 90-88 defeat for the Fever. Clark's animated protest to the officials captured her frustration, and she wasn't alone. Head coach Stephanie White called the officiating egregious and highlighted a stark free throw disparity that many view as evidence of bias. This incident is not an isolated one. Critics argue that Clark, despite her rising star power, is being officiated differently, possibly held to a separate standard due to her popularity and the attention she brings. Such inconsistency undermines not only the outcome of games, but also the trust in the league's officiating as a whole. With the WNBA striving to expand its fan base and boost its national profile, ensuring fairness on the court is more critical than ever. Fans tune in to see elite athletes compete, not to watch questionable calls overshadow the game. If the league wants to maintain integrity and sustain growth, it must address these concerns head-on. Fairness, consistency, and accountability in officiating are essential pillars that cannot be compromised if the WNBA hopes to thrive long-term. Caitlyn Clark's injury, a blow to the league's momentum. Caitlyn Clark's recent left quadriceps strain has sidelined her for at least 2 weeks, delivering a significant blow to the Indiana Fever and the WNBA as a whole. Clark's electrifying style of play and charismatic presence have been pivotal in attracting new fans and boosting attendance across the league. Her impact extends far beyond the stat sheet. Games featuring Clark consistently draw larger crowds and heightened media attention, making her a central figure in the WNBA's growth efforts. Since her injury, the Fever's performance on the court has noticeably dipped, but perhaps more telling is the decline in fan engagement. Ticket prices for high-profile games, such as the Fever's rematch against the Chicago Sky, dropped sharply without Clark's participation, emphasizing her unmatched influence in driving spectator interest. This dip in attendance and enthusiasm reveals just how heavily the league leans on Clark's star power. While injuries are an unavoidable reality in professional sports, the WNBA's reliance on a single player to sustain momentum is a cause for concern. Clark's absence has exposed the fragile nature of the league's current growth strategy, highlighting the urgent need to develop and showcase a broader range of talent. To ensure long-term stability and continued expansion, the WNBA must diversify its marketing efforts and promote multiple stars so that the league's success is not jeopardized by the health or availability of any one individual. Financial fallout, the cost of controversy and injury. The WNBA's financial health is closely linked to its star players, and Caitlyn Clark's recent injury has revealed a significant vulnerability in this model. Clark's presence on the court has been a major catalyst for revenue growth, with attendance figures reportedly doubling during games she plays. This Clark effect extends beyond ticket sales. Merchandise featuring her name has surged, television ratings spike during her appearances, and sponsorship deals have benefited from the increased visibility she brings to the league. However, Clark's absence due to her left quadriceps strain has led to immediate declines across these key financial indicators. Attendance has dropped, merchandise sales have slowed, and TV viewership has dipped in games without her. This sharp contrast highlights the WNBA's heavy reliance on a single player to drive fan engagement and league profitability. Adding to the league's challenges are the recent officiating controversies involving Clark, which have drawn negative attention and could potentially discourage sponsors and fans. Although the WNBA has secured a lucrative television deal beginning in 2026, the short-term financial impact of Clark's injury and the ongoing officiating disputes are cause for concern. This situation underscores the urgent need for the league to cultivate and promote a wider array of marketable talent. To maintain sustainable growth and protect its reputation, the WNBA must ensure its success is not disproportionately dependent on the health or presence of any one individual. The Caitlyn Clark effect, elevating the WNBA's profile. Caitlyn Clark's impact on the WNBA goes far beyond her impressive on-court performances. Since making the jump from collegiate stardom to the professional ranks, she has injected a remarkable surge of attention and excitement into the league. Clark's games have consistently drawn record-breaking crowds, prompting several teams to relocate matchups to larger venues just to accommodate the growing fan base eager to watch her play. Her merchandise sales have soared to the top of the charts, reflecting not only her popularity but also her marketability. This increased visibility has attracted more media coverage and lucrative sponsorship deals, helping elevate the league's profile on a national scale. Clark's blend of charisma, confidence, and relentless competitive spirit has connected deeply with a younger, more diverse generation of fans, expanding the WNBA's demographic reach and broadening its audience. Beyond these tangible metrics, Clark's rise has sparked important conversations around player compensation, media representation, and the league's broader growth strategy. She embodies the WNBA's potential to become a major player in professional sports, both culturally and commercially. In many ways, Caitlyn Clark has become a linchpin in the league's evolution, symbolizing its current success while also serving as a beacon for the WNBA's promising future. Navigating the narrative, Clark amidst controversy. Caitlyn Clark's meteoric rise in the WNBA has been impressive but not without its challenges. As she accumulates accolades and attracts widespread attention, Clark has also become a central figure in broader conversations about race, privilege, and media representation in sports. Some critics argue that the spotlight on Clark is disproportionate compared to her peers, suggesting that underlying biases may influence who gets attention and coverage. This debate highlights ongoing concerns about fairness and equity within the league and sports media more broadly. Despite these discussions, Clark has consistently remained focused on her performance and the success of her team. She tends to deflect from the surrounding narratives, emphasizing collective achievement over individual recognition. However, the responsibility to address these sensitive topics lies heavily with the league itself. How the WNBA manages conversations about equitable media coverage and representation will be crucial for its growth and reputation. Ensuring that all players receive fair recognition based on their merits, not just star power or marketability, can foster a more inclusive environment where diverse talents are celebrated. Clark's experience serves as a microcosm of the broader challenges the WNBA faces as it navigates its rapid expansion. Balancing the promotion of individual stars with equitable treatment and visibility for all players will be essential for the league's future success and cultural relevance. The Fever's resilience, rising in Clark's absence. The Indiana Fever have faced a significant challenge competing without their star player, Caitlyn Clark, but they have demonstrated impressive resilience in her absence. Key players like Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell have stepped up, embracing greater responsibilities and leading the team with grit and determination. Their increased production has helped fill the void left by Clark's injury, showing that the Fever roster has more depth than many anticipated. Head coach Stephanie White has also adapted the team's strategies, placing a stronger emphasis on a collaborative style of play. This approach encourages shared scoring and tighter defensive communication, which has allowed the Fever to stay competitive even without their standout rookie. Although the team has encountered some struggles, their overall performance during this period highlights the breadth of talent and potential within the squad. Clark's absence has created valuable opportunities for other players to gain meaningful experience and build confidence on the court. This period of growth for the team could prove vital as they continue to develop chemistry and refine their game plan. As Clark prepares to make her return, the lessons learned and strides made by the Fever in her absence may enhance their chances of success moving forward. Ultimately, the Fever's ability to compete without their star speaks volumes about their potential and the importance of cultivating a balanced, well-rounded team capable of thriving under any circumstances. The WNBA's crossroads, addressing systemic challenges. Recent events involving Caitlyn Clark have highlighted deeper, systemic challenges within the WNBA that extend beyond individual games. Officiating inconsistencies have become a major concern, raising doubts about the fairness and integrity of the league. When players and fans perceive biased or uneven calls, it undermines trust in the sport and threatens the competitive balance that is essential for any professional league's credibility. Ensuring fair and consistent officiating must be a top priority to protect the game's integrity and maintain confidence among all stakeholders. Additionally, the league's heavy reliance on a single star player like Clark exposes vulnerabilities in its long-term growth strategy. While having marquee athletes is important, the WNBA risks stagnation if it does not diversify its pool of marketable talent and compelling narratives. Overdependence on one individual can create instability, especially when injuries or controversies arise. To address these challenges, the WNBA needs to invest more deeply in player development across the board, supporting a wider range of athletes in becoming household names. Expanding media coverage to showcase diverse talents and stories will also help broaden the league's appeal and fan base. Fostering inclusive and varied narratives is key to creating a sustainable and equitable league. The WNBA stands at a crucial crossroads. By implementing proactive measures focused on fairness, inclusivity, and growth, the league can secure a stronger and more resilient future for women's professional basketball. Charting the future, lessons from the Clark saga. The Caitlyn Clark saga offers valuable lessons for the WNBA as it plans its future. Her tremendous impact shows the power of investing in and promoting individual talent, which can drive fan engagement and elevate the league's profile. However, it also reveals the risks of relying too heavily on one player and the need for a stronger, more balanced system. To build a sustainable future, the WNBA must focus on consistent officiating to maintain game integrity and ensure fairness. Equitable media representation is equally important to highlight the diverse talent across the league, rather than spotlighting just a few stars. Cultivating a wider range of marketable players will reduce vulnerability and promote collective success. Clark's journey serves as both an inspiring example of what is possible and a reminder of the challenges ahead. Embracing these lessons will be essential for the WNBA's sustained growth and long-term excellence. Caitlyn Clark brought record ratings, sold-out arenas, and global buzz. And how has the WNBA responded? With referee chaos and a shocking lack of protection, fans came to see greatness, but what they got was controversy, injury, and disappointment. And now, the league is bleeding revenue and public trust. This isn't just bad, it's a crisis. If the WNBA can't protect its stars, especially one as transformative as Clark, the fans won't stick around. It's time to wake up. Caitlyn isn't the problem. She's the reason people care. Support her or lose everything. The choice is theirs.